Hello, my friends. This is Ellis Paul here in Crozet, Virginia. And tonight you will be watching the Traveling Medicine Show if you choose to stay with us. Got a very special guest tonight, Mr. Vance Gilbert. Looking forward to having him here. He's one of my best friends, has been for a long time. It's Ellis Paul's Traveling Medicine Show. It's going to be starting at 8 p.m. We got about 5 minutes until then. We're just going to kill some time while we're waiting. Let me know that you're watching. Tell me where you're from. Meanwhile, I'll play a little bit of music for you. I've got some locked and loaded here ready to go. This is 55 from the new album. Hope you enjoy it. Spread the word. It's going to be a good show tonight.
I've lived through 8-track tapes and DVDs. 5 records still in the
Cheers, y'all.
Mixed cassettes I once believed.
We'll be starting at 8 p.m. proper. I want to say hello to Jackie in Pittsburgh and Karen right around the corner from Pittsburgh as well. John is here from down in Louisiana. Nice to have you here, brother. Please share on your Facebook pages tonight, all of them. Hey, Twigs, nice to have you here. And Scarlett is here. Let me know what towns you guys are from. Nice to have you all here. Still getting ready myself.
Whiskey sour, whiskey neat, but one too many and obsolete. I was living a dream on a lucky street, nearly trapped like a ship in a bottle. And I'm 55, just trying to figure out how I'm still alive. When the guy in the fax machine, the milkman bringing home butter and cream. Shares a row of magazines, look what I out survive. Oh, I'm 55, trying to figure out how I'm still alive. I can't remember where I got the call. Might have been St. Louis, might have been St. Paul. They canceled every show through fall. Turn the bus round, boys, it's over. This virus don't care if you got mouths to feed or about songs you're saying while the whole world's bleeding. But you
Hello, Rich. Thanks for joining us.
finds Leland, who's in charge of the order.
Hello, Mike. It's amazing. Nice to have you here, Mike. We're going to start in a couple of minutes. Thank you, Don and Jeannie, for coming again to the show.
I'm 55, trying to figure out
And Bernie,
how I'm
thank you, brother. Hand's looking pretty good. This one, not so much. One down, one to go.
falling to pieces, falling to dust. The only thing I've come to trust is the sun's gonna shine. Come morning, come morning. I fell in love, I had a child.
Thank you, Joan. Appreciate that. Want to thank Dan Tappan for coming in tonight. And Margaret, thank you as well.
She can break me just by crying.
Love to you guys. Keith is watching from Minnesota.
The milkman bringing home butter and cream. There's a row of magazines.
Stacy up in Maine, very cold up there, but down in Florida, Donna is blazing in the sunshine. We're going to start in just a minute, as soon as the song ends.
Trying to figure out how I'm still alive. Oh, I'm 55.
All right.
God only knows why I'm still alive.
Thanks for showing up, guys. Please share it on your Facebook page. Let's begin the old show, shall we? Hello, my friends. Nice to see you here tonight. My name is Ellis Paul. Welcome to the Traveling Medicine Show, where on every Wednesday night we bring in one of the best touring singer-songwriters in the country to sit and chat next to the candlelight here from my home in Crozet, Virginia. This is where I do all my work. It's so nice to have you all here. We got folks from all over the country, Aberdeen, North Carolina with Dennis McCracken and Kathy up there in Nevada City, California. I hope you guys are all doing well. Tonight's show is very special. One of my dearest friends in the world's coming. A guy that I've traveled the American highways and folk clubs for decades. Mr. Vance Gilbert is going to be our guest tonight. And tonight's show is just, there's no theme really. We decided not to do a theme tonight, so it's just he and I. This is it right here. Ellis Paul's Traveling Medicine Show. It's Wednesday, February 1st, and our special guest is Vance Gilbert. Vance grew up in Philadelphia and is one of the funniest performers on the American folk circuit, and certainly one of the best singer-songwriters as well. Beautiful voice. You'll hear all that tonight. Why don't I start it off with a song? Vance is going to be with us around 8:30. And so just hang on until then and you'll see him as well. And this song is called Alice's Champagne Palace.
Take a rickety plane from Seattle up into Anchorage. Step on the platform staring at the midnight sun. Jump in my pickup, brother, will drive. We'll bring your troubles down high tonight. I got a pull-out couch and a jar lined up out of cherries. It's a ride to Homer, Alaska, brother. The drinks will be on me. Raise the glass, lift a chalice. Welcome to Alice's Champagne Palace, the finest bar on the strip in Homer, Alaska. Alaska, you're from New York, Dallas. You'll find a home at a Champagne Palace. Alice will pour you a cold one. Go ahead, ask her if you're running away to Alaska. Alaska, all the mountains rise from ocean to sky in Homer, Alaska. They'll still your breath and your troubles in the blink of an eye. You'll hear a band with a steel guitar. There's a magazine right at the bar, and the whales are preaching. Alice, she's preaching like a rolling stone. She puts the mason jar across the bar and say, Mr. Welcome home. Raise the glass, lift a chalice. Welcome to Alice's Champagne Palace, the finest bar on the strip in Homer, Alaska. Alaska, you're from New York, Dallas. You'll find a home at a Champagne Palace. Alice will pour you a cold one. Go ahead, ask her while you're running away to Alaska. Alaska, you've never been to a prettier place than Homer, Alaska. You've never met a kinder face than the one behind the bar. Homer's a town full of misfit toys, renegade women and runaway boys. Everybody's got some story, they're in Homertown. I guess sometimes you gotta go to the enemy of just turn yourself around, raise the glass, lift the chalice of Alice's Champagne Palace, finest bar on the strip in Homer, Alaska. Alaska, you're from New York, Dallas, you'll find a home in Champagne Palace. Alice will pour you cold, you'll ask her if you're running away. Brother, you just might stay. If you're running away to Alaska, oh Alaska, Alaska, Alaska. All right, that's Alice's Champagne Palace. It's about a bar up in Homer, Alaska. I'm going to be leading a vacation cruise up to Alaska. Just want to give you a quick bit of information about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be from May 26th to June 2nd. Got a few folk singers coming along for the ride. Daryl Purpose and Don Conoscenti will be there. And it's all over there at fanclubcruises.com if you want to take a look. We're leaving on May 26th. Going to spend two nights at the end of the trip at Alice's Champagne Palace doing songs right from that stage. I cannot wait. Go to Fan Club Cruises. Say that 20 times fast. fanclubcruises.com for more information. It's absolutely a bucket list kind of moment. I don't think I can think of a better way to spend a vacation than seeing the beauty of Alaska. I've done a lot of cruises, quite a few to the Caribbean, Mexico, and to the islands down there, and this is by far my favorite one. So, hey, I've got a new album coming out. It's called 55. You can see it right there up in the corner. I'm going to play you one of the listening videos that I created for it. This is called Who We Are. I hope you enjoy it. Walking in the desert, thinking freedom's there. The only sound is my footsteps ringing in the open air. Throw the maps out, break the compass, chase your own stars, find direction in the darkness to remember who you are, who you are. The sky for water, but only thunder's coming round. There's no place to hide under. Oh, I burned my shelter down. Teardrop, every blind spot brought you this far. What you gave up, you still hold on to. Every lover, every daylight, 'cause it's your birthright. You know who you are, who you are, who you
That's from the new album 55. I'm happy to say to all the people that are on Patreon, on my Patreon subscription channel, and to everyone that's contributed to the fundraiser. And if you haven't contributed, you can just click on this upper right-hand corner emblem and join the fundraiser. But we're sending the album out, an MP3 downloads for the record out on Friday. So it's finally, the recording's finally done. We have a cover. I see that my photographer's mother is here watching, Roberta. I love your son, and he did a beautiful job with the pictures for the new record, and I'll share them with you right now. This is the cover for the new record. Les Paul 55. This is, and I'm not even going to tell you how many records I got out, but I got a lot out. I've been here a while. But I want to keep on getting better, and I want to keep on giving you guys music. And please join the fundraiser. Click on this with your phone, or join Patreon. All that information is above the video. And I'll send you it on Friday. On Friday, all 12 tracks will be downloadable for those people who contributed. It's going to take us another couple months to get the actual CDs in the mail, but those will be going out to the people at the higher levels of contribution. And yeah, so it's been a long, long journey, and thank you guys for all the love and support during this crazy last couple of years. I'm so happy to have it done. Today we sent out inquiries to radio people and to promotional people to get the team around the record lined up. If you're just joining us, my guest tonight is Mr. Vance Gilbert. He is one of my dearest friends and one of my favorite songwriters on the planet, certainly one of my favorite singers and comedians as well. You're watching Les Paul's Traveling Medicine Show. This show happens every Wednesday. I'm here. The guests come on around 8:30. I'm going to do a couple more songs before we bring our special guest on board. This one's called Snow in Austin. I'm sending it out to all my dear friends in Texas.
I woke up to frost on the windows. I've been sleeping in a snow-globe town, 6 inches on the ground. You said I'd never see a white Christmas. Snow angels never make it to Texas. But you're wrong. They're singing Hank Williams songs. If snow can fall in Austin, why can't you fall here in my arms? And so you say your home is Boston. Hey, what's New England got on all these Texas charms? Tumbleweeds, they dance on the ground. Armadillos, they're upside down. Have you ever seen a cactus Christmas tree? Come see. Song in almost a year because of my surgery to my hand.
play it again now. It feels really nice. There's a snowman, he's standing out on 6th Street with a hat, a scarf, and a broom guitar. They're hanging mistletoe up in the bars. Do you remember that night at Las Manitas? Our heads were numb from frozen margaritas. Imagine how cold we would be now if snow can fall in Boston. Why can't you fall here in my arms? So you say your home is Boston. Hey, what's New England got on all these Texas charms? Tumbleweeds, they dance on the ground. Armadillos are there upside down. Have you ever seen a cactus Christmas tree? Come home to me. Come on home. The snow's coming down. It's Christmas in this town. All right, that's Snow in Austin. Really feels great to play that song again. For those of you that don't know, I have a hand condition. I can't pull my pinky back. I had it in both hands, but this one was just surgically repaired almost 2 months ago. It's healing up beautifully, and I get to welcome all these songs back into my life, which is so great. So very great. Let's see. I can play all my guitars again. It's so nice. I survived a long time playing in open tunings, and because I could get away with it. It's sort of like riding a bicycle with the kickstand down, and I really feel it when I'm playing piano now on this hand, but it got to the point where I couldn't even use my pinky. I was just playing with 3 fingers, and that's no way to be. Yes. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble smells like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles smell like lemon drops way above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I? Can't I? I'm hoping for rainbows down there in Texas. I know folks are struggling with the heat and God knows what else down there tonight. And I hope you are warm wherever you are. We're going to have Mr. Vance Gilbert up here in just a few minutes. He's waiting in the wings. I want to thank all you folks that are fans of Vance for tuning into the show once again. And it's always nice to catch up with him because we love each other. We don't see each other that much. We keep in fairly constant contact through telephone calls, and we're both in the middle of putting out this new records, and we'll talk about his upcoming project. I want to just thank a few folks, Amy and Virginia, Joan, thank you guys and for the love in the tip jar, Lori, Gail, and Patrick, thank you folks for bringing up the love. Now Vance is going to have his tip jar up as well during his time on the show. But if you happen to have tipped him to me, just let me know, and I'll make sure that he gets a portion of that as well. Lovely to have you all here tonight. These live stream shows are still keeping us alive, and I want to thank Jackie McDonough. Thank you as well for the love in the tip jar. All you folks that are contributing, if I missed you, Kelly, Diane, I'm getting everybody. It's not looking too bad here. Roberta Schwartz, thank you. Lisa Perry, thank you. Nice to see you here. And Elaine Dempsey, thank you, folks. Let's do one more song. I think I might try 55. 55 is the name of the new record. I lived through 8-track tapes and DVDs, vinyl records still in the sleeves, mixed cassettes I once believed could keep a girlfriend crying. Polaroids were just a trend. Rotary phones won't spin round again. Our highway maps all came to an end, and nobody saw them folding. And I'm 55, just trying to figure out how I'm still alive. On a dusty highway I once rolled my car. I walked away without a scar. I spent countless nights playing smoky bars, dying to find myself a little trouble. Whiskey sour, whiskey neat, but one too many and you're obsolete. I was living the dream on a lucky streak, nearly trapped like a ship in a bottle. 55, just trying to figure out how I'm still alive. Rand McNally and a fax machine, milkman bringing home the butter and cream. Sears and Roebuck magazines, look what I out survived. Oh, I'm 55, trying to figure out how I'm still alive. I can't remember where I got the call. tall. Might have been St. Louis, might have been St. Paul. They're canceling every show through fall. Turn the bus round, boys, it's over. This virus don't care if you got a mouse to feed, or about songs you're singing while the whole world's bleeding. Or you get to stay and John Prine's leaving. Who's in charge of the order? Rand McNally and the fax machine. Milkman bringing home butter and cream. Sears and Roebuck magazines. Look what I out survived. Oh, I'm 55, trying to figure out how I'm still alive. You fall in love, fall in lust, fall in pieces, fall to dust. The only thing I've come to trust is the sun's gonna shine come morning. I fell in love, I had a child. Making babies never goes out of style. She can kill me with just her smile. She can break me just by crying. Rand McNally and the fax machine. Milkman bringing home butter and cream. Sears and Roebuck magazines. Look what I out survived. Oh, I'm 55, trying to figure out how I'm still alive. Oh, I'm 55. God only knows why I'm still alive. All right, that's the new song 55 from the new album. Again, if you're interested in jumping on board, I'm going to be sending out all 12 tracks to people for downloading on Friday who contributed and who are members of my Patreon page. And you can just focus your camera on that little dinosaur in the corner to do the fundraiser, and go to PayPal/Ellis Paul to join Patreon. It's where we keep the archive of this very show. I'm so happy to be inviting my next guest here on the show. I'm just going to turn off my audio arrangement here. He has been a dear friend of mine for 30 years. We met in Boston, and we've been on this folk Americana highway for 30 years together, feeding off each other's success stories and leaning on each other when the times got tough. This is Mr. Vance Gilbert. Hello, my friend.
Hello, Ellis.
How are you doing?
Hello, Ellis.
It's so nice to have you on the show. Thank you for
man,
coming.
It's great to be back here on your show, man. It's great. It's so wonderful to be here.
Well, I know you got a new record coming out. I can't remember the name already. I'm sorry. What is the name of it?
The Mother of Trouble.
The Mother of Trouble.
Yeah. The name changed maybe since the last time I talked to you.
But it did. Yeah, I don't remember that being the name.
That's what hi, Andy. Hi, Donna. Hi, Patty.
A lot of friends out there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of friends out there. They know us all. This is a dumb hat. I'm not wearing that. I gotta need another hat. I'm gonna get another hat. There we go. The
Mother of Trouble. Is that a name of one of the songs on the record?
Yeah. It's a dark, crazy thing. The Mother of Trouble. And the artwork is a blast. Peter Mulvey's wife's two dads I know it's like, how do you even let me see if I'm going to print this out on my printer and you can see what the artwork looks like, scale to fit. Yeah, I'm gonna print that out. We can talk while that's printing out. This is just it's an example of their artwork. And
that's so funny. I have a song on the record called Sometimes Trouble is Good. It's like you and I are just generally on the same wavelength.
Oh, eternally. In fact,
that doesn't surprise me at all.
What I'm going to play tonight is a Burton Yip Yarberg song
Oh, it is nice.
Yeah, about rainbows, and
Amazing.
then a song about aging. Here's kind of a mock-up of the cover.
All right. Who did it?
Um, uh, Billy Bob Billy Bob Green Coil is what they call themselves. The two dads do artwork together, and that's not the typeset for that.
Uh-huh.
And this has moved too. So that's where we are with this album at this point. It's just I when I'm done with you, I go back to work and I send the art director Jane Holman. I send her all the stuff that it needs to like. Okay, yeah, that looks great. That looks great. Let's work on the booklet, and we'll be done by next Tuesday.
Oh,
So we're
that's
both
awesome.
at that stage. It's
Yeah. Yeah. Send
we're
me all
gonna.
your artwork. I want to see where it's going. I want to
Oh
see.
man, you'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. It's clean. I mean, the inside's pretty clean, but yeah, that's the outside. It's trouble.
Yeah. So you wrote this probably over the pandemic, just like I wrote the songs for my new one, right? I mean,
It started. I think a bulk of these songs were just after. A good portion of them were just after the writing of "Good Man." Um,
I love that song.
yeah, thank you. And so I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't have dates for some of these. I don't know when I wrote them. Some of them came out of the pandemic, but I had a handful of them before then, because you know how this goes. You put out an album, and as you're putting the album out, you've written like 2 songs, because the wheels are greased from having done all the album work, and then your mind gets to relax for a minute. It's like, okay, we're putting all this stuff out. We don't need to write anything. We don't do anything. How about a new song?
Yeah.
It's like having an asthma attack after you leave the zoo.
Yeah. I had one of those. One of those made the record. I wrote it in December and it ended up making the record. Just bam.
Yeah, I'll be honest. The last thing I wrote that made the record, I think I wrote at the top of, oh man, I might have written the last thing at the top of 2021,
Wow.
and then came, the summer and lockdown, and then 2022 was like a blur, and with recording and everything else, and here we are, 2023. And I have an album ready, and I'm older than dirt.
Well,
I have the original rock.
I think we should be tapping each other in the back and giving each other congratulations. I mean,
You bet.
you and I met at a place called the Naked City Coffeehouse there in Alston, Massachusetts, a
We
suburb
did
of
indeed.
Boston. And it was just a thrown together coffee house at the top of some stairs in a foyer of this office area. And it was constantly shut down by the cops, but I fell in love with you and what you do there. And, a lot of our friends who were around in that period of time, I mean, it was a really hot period, and Martin Sexton was there, Patty Griffin was there, Jonathan Brooke was there. The list goes on and on. And
Yeah, it really does.
And the reason why I think we elevated our game so quickly is because not only did we have each other, but we had them in the background and they were all great.
Oh, they came. So many people came to the gate, ready to storm the steps, man. When we heard Martin Sexton, I just went, oh. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh man. And then then came Dar and Williams with the When I Was a Boy. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Right.
She was the first one talking about that, and
Yeah.
it was, everybody was. Jim Infantino was opening our minds up with a lot of stuff.
So much. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things I learned is from you, Ellis, is that, first of all, you could write a song about anything pretty much. I'll never forget. I mean, you get sick of telling this story, but it was later on. It was my 3rd album for Rounder. And I don't know whether we'd gotten together or we were on the phone, and I was stuck. I was stuck with this song in my head about a guy leaving a guy who's a woman left him, and all that was there was a table. And I had something. I couldn't reproduce the song now because it's been so old. And I said, and you said in your inimitable fashion, "Well, tell me about the table." I said, "No, what am I telling you about the table for? The woman left him, but he's sitting at this table." And you said, "No, the table plays a big part. He's thinking about her, right?" And I said, "Yeah." So what's on this table? And I said, it sounds kind of sexist now. He says, nothing much, because he doesn't spend any time in his room. So there's nothing but dust on the top of this table. And you said, what's he doing to the dust in the top of the table? I was like, why are you so crazy, Ellis? And then you finally said, which ended up being the first line of the tune, he's tracing her name in the dust that lives at the top of the living room table.
Nice.
And it was like, it was like the whole world. I was like, and this is what, and Ellis will tell you all this too. This is what we do. We're like, oh, that's a pretty nice idea. Oh, look at that over there.
Yeah. Well, I've stolen many an idea from you as well.
Oh, sure.
Guitar licks, melodic riffs. Yeah. Hey, why don't we get to a couple of songs from you? I know people are antsy to hear you. So,
all right.
Yeah, sing some music for us, will you?
Yeah. This is a bookend to Elvis Played Somewhere Over the Rainbow. This is one of the same writers, and they seemed like couldn't get away from rainbows. On the day I was born, said my father, said he, I've an elegant legacy waiting for thee. 'Tis a song for your voice, a rhyme for your heart. Sing this whenever your world falls apart. Look, look, look to the rainbow. Follow it over the hill and the stream. Look, look, look to the rainbow. Follow the fellow that follows a dream. So I bundled my heart and I searched the world free, to the east with the lark and to the west with the sea. I searched high and low, scanned the sky, found love at last in my own true love's eyes. Look, look, look to the rainbow, follow it over the hill and the stream. Look, look, look to the rainbow, follow the fellow that follows a dream. Follow the fellow that follows a dream. That's just me being a copycat of Ellis. And now I'm going to do the title song from the album, which I haven't rehearsed, but it's not my show, so I don't give a damn. This is called The Mother of Trouble. The trouble called, said she was doing fine right up to the time of the lineup. Somebody picked him clean out the crowd, recognized his shirt and shoes for crying out loud. He admitted that he did it. In fact, he seemed proud. Released into my custody. What do I do with him now? Tell me, Mrs. Trouble, do you keep a gun in your house? Secure and locked and safe from your children in its own metal box. A combination known to you and you alone. The mother Trouble sees a baby through her precinct eyes. The flickering fluorescence, a song they've sung a million times. She recalls to pluck the wings off of flies, kind of thing. Thought she had a little scientist. No one recognizes till he was way too far gone, way too strong, and way too big for reason. Tell me, Mrs. Trouble, do you keep a gun in your house? Secure and locked and safe from your children in its own metal box. Combination known to you and you alone. Mother Trouble called, said he looked so quiet, like a peaceful trip back in time when he was a baby sleeping. She made him a sandwich, gave him a goodnight kiss. Now there's cordite on her hands, holding his chest the size of my fist. Officer said, this looks open and shut. She got the right to stay silent. Then came the click of the cuffs. Tell me, Mrs. Trouble, do you keep a gun in your house? Secure and locked and safe from your children in its own metal box. Combination known to you and you alone.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a big ass tune.
I
Thanks.
cannot believe the energy you're bringing
I have to.
for an old man. You're still invested in it. I love it.
Yeah. That's and that story was inspired by a student that turned kind of nutty and started threatening me. So I had to get a lawyer. And
When did this happen?
that song was written, and this happened about right at the beginning of the pandemic, right at the beginning of the online thing. He started coming online and coming to the feed, and he was kind of threatening. So I called his mom, and you know that. And I got to talk to his mom more than once, and she was really chagrined at what was going on and such. So,
How old was
that's
this?
why she ended up being the title of the song, "The Mother of Trouble." You know?
Oh, I get it.
So yeah,
Wow.
so that's
I don't
yeah,
know
so that was,
that story.
huh?
I don't know that I know of that story.
Well, I let some time go by without making a deal of it.
Did he go away quietly or?
Yeah, he finally did. They got a letter of cease and desist from a lawyer friend.
Yeah. I mean,
And
one thing that happened during the pandemic, I think, is that trolls just came out in droves, especially initially.
yeah.
Say-
I think one of the things that happens with that kind of seclusion and this venue of being able to sing and play and do whatever, and being able to have your thumbs on things, everybody, I mean, the good and bad of it is that everybody gets to have a voice, and the bad of it is that everybody gets to have a voice.
Yeah.
So and the kid was unstable, and
How
I
old was he?
wish huh
How old was he?
20, 21. I know I never wish him any ill will, but I certainly didn't, need somebody saying, I, you know, I found your address. I know where you live. I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening. As much for his safety as for mine, because I am
Yeah.
black. Anyway, and there's guns everywhere, of course, and
Yeah.
isn't that awful? But yeah, so oh yeah, your fans are loving this, aren't they, Ellis? It's like
Andy
this is
S
supposed to
says
be
he's
nice.
known a lot of mothers of trouble.
Yeah, I know. That's what. Yeah, I'm sure he has.
Yeah,
And
we got
yeah,
a
people are.
lot of people watching. It's nice. Thank
Yeah,
you
that's
for
nice.
coming out tonight.
People are meeting up here.
And I want
But
to just make a quick thank you to Hillary and Gail. Thank you guys, Jackie, all you folks. Kim, thank you so much for the love in the tip jar tonight. You guys are keeping the whole thing rolling
yeah,
forward.
yeah. So Ellis, I was watching you play, man. You're getting around the guitar again.
I cannot tell you how what I love is I of course I still have this one, which is bothersome, but I can wash my face without poking my eye. I can high five people. I can touch people and pat their back without a weird. I can shake a hand with my left hand.
Right.
And I can do all the pinky things that I had to abandon over the past year, and it's
Right.
it
Well,
feels
I
like
mean,
I'm me again.
you're my hero, because you got kind of shoved into a position of adaptation, and that's pretty badass.
No,
I
thank
guess
you.
I'll just say, you just readapted. I watched you a little bit on New Year's and other places. You just had different ways of doing stuff, and that's what we do. So I'm proud of you. Love
Thank
you,
you.
bud, for that, man.
I love you too, man. I
I'm tired.
feel like you and I are going to keep. I mean, we're going to keep doing music until we're in Walker.
I don't have any retirement, so I got no choice. That's why,
Likewise.
here's the deal. I look at it like this. We make these albums and CDs or whatever format you want to call them. I still call them albums because they're assemblages of things. We make them as documentation of where we bees at. And the truth is, we have to stay sort of healthy, because the money is going to be in touring. We need to go out and make this money. We can try to sell our songs to people who tour big and actually can make money off of streaming, but unless something prolific happens, something elastic happens to you and I, we're not going to make a whole lot of money off of streaming.
Yeah.
That's big grown-up people money, and we're not going to make that as yet. So we need to go out on tour. And people have been great about it because they realize it. And in an odd way, as it comes around, touring has been better out of hunger, because people want music now. They're still not coming out in the droves, but they're getting more and more hungry for live music.
Yeah.
So we have
like the people that show up are like,
right.
I'm finding that my numbers are around 80% of what I would expect.
Yeah, I'm probably around, around that, or maybe a little less. I'm doing a lot of stuff with Paul Reiser, which
well, you're playing. We should talk about your shows this weekend, because you're playing in Londonderry, New Hampshire, right?
Tomorrow night.
And then you're playing in Tucson
on Saturday. I don't want to talk. I want to talk about it, and I don't want to talk about it at the same time, because I found out the Tucson show was actually happened like a couple hours ago. So, if anybody out there has a private jet, PM me. Because I got to get the Tucson.
If any of you live near Londonderry, New Hampshire, there's a beautiful a place there. It's called what is it called? The
Flying Goose.
Flying Goose. It's a great restaurant.
Need a shirt?
There you go. Oh man, you are working it.
I'm totally working it, but I got the guitar in front of it.
And then you're
Yeah.
opening for the wonderful Paul Reiser,
Yeah.
Reisler in Tucson. And
No,
and
it's
Paul is
Riser
still-
without the L. No L.
Oh, it's Noel. Okay. Reiser,
Yeah.
yeah. And he's still doing stand-up and TV
boy, yeah.
work, obviously. Yeah.
Is he ever? He's got his hand in every pie, man. Movies, TV. This cat, at some point, he had a hit TV show on all three of the major streaming services, like a couple years back. Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Netflix. He was on a hit show on each one of those.
Yeah.
So,
he's adaptable. He's played the bad guy. He's played the leading man.
he is adaptable.
He's played the comedic foil. He's a gifted
He is
dude.
the walking Jewish version of your left hand. Very adaptable, very capable of learning new shit.
Yeah, nice. Hey, let me leave you for a couple of songs and I'll come back. Thanks again for being here, brother.
Oh
Love you.
man, it's so much fun. I'm trying to figure out what to play now. I've let me think of yeah. Let me think of what I should be playing here. Off Salinas on your knees in the bulk of his boat, where you keep that lovely figure with your finger down your throat. And all I ever wanted was this song here that I wrote. Cousin Shelley's station wagon and you. We were wise as sideways glances and all staying up past dawn, making love in that old Chevy parked on Cousin Shelley's lawn. Now you're pretty well past 50 and your tooth enamel's gone. And I know I'll never get this message through to you. I've seen you work your magic up on the silver screen, play the part of the mother of the girl you used to be. It wasn't the auditions that took you away from me. We just drifted apart, Hollywood, Philadelphia. Cousin Shelley died like 10 or 11 years ago, and I traded in that wagon for a minivan with mileage so low you'd swear I drove it off the lot brand spanking new. But it's a 92, and goddamn this computer, you can look up anything. It's like potato chips and crack with its addictive wiring. I shut it down, the screen goes black, and I'll remember singing in Cousin Shelley's station wagon with you. All right. Somebody asked for that. I'll do that. This is called Black Rochelle. I wish I had the tools back then to see those fools for fools back then and stand tall enough in my own black skin when they rang the recess bell. See, I was part of that cartel of kids that did that awful thing we did, holding hands in a circle and shouting, hey look it's Black Rochelle. It wasn't like I didn't have a choice. I'm as guilty as those other girls and boys, with satisfaction at your silver's tears, as down your face they fell. It didn't matter what they screamed or yelled. For once it wasn't someone else. Point a chubby, light-skinned finger singing, hey, look, it's Black Rochelle. I never had the chance to say I'm sorry. You never had the chance to tell me to go on straight to hell. If I could take it back in time, what a different story I could tell. Oh, God bless the Black Rochelle. Now I've been punching bag and bully bait, familiar with how they operate. A fat ass sissy they could hate. Oh, I knew the blueprint well. But here my skin was lighter than, like my black ended where yours began. Licensed to join that loathsome clan, singing, hey, look, it's Black Rochelle. I never had the chance to say I'm sorry. You never had the chance to tell me to go on straight to hell. If I could take it back in time, what a different story I could tell. Oh, God bless the Black Rochelle. Now maybe you're a lawyer or a Pentecostal minister, a supermodel, homemaker, doctor, or a judge. Maybe you have children sitting around your kitchen table, and each and every one you teach to never hold a grudge. Maybe you've forgotten, like the pages of a calendar, coming fast and flipping past, each one looking the same. Maybe you recall a boy caught up in that broken crowd, for 50 years still haunted by that name. I never had the chance to say I'm sorry. You never had the chance to tell me to go on straight to hell. If I could take it back in time, what a different story I could tell. Oh, God bless the Black Rochelle.
Beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellis Murgatroyd Paul.
Now, Vance, you grew up in Philadelphia, right?
I did.
Were you in downtown, close to downtown? Could you see the skyscrapers, or were you sort of in
No, I
the
was
burbs?
7 miles from downtown. It wasn't a suburb. It was Germantown, West Oak Lane. It was the hood, basically.
Yeah.
Kind of 3 blocks, another neighborhood away from where Bill Cosby grew up, kind of deal. When you were allowed to say that. So.
Oh, I'm sure his legend in the neighborhood must have preceded you, right?
That was like I said, it was another neighborhood altogether. So it was.
Okay.
It was like another world. It was neither here nor there. My only brush with any kind of other gratitude was when I moved we moved from there to across the water the Delaware to New Jersey, a place called Willingboro, New Jersey, and Carl Lewis's parents were my gym teachers. So,
Oh, no kidding.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Carl Lewis went to Willingboro High School just after me. So, yeah, I knew his mom and dad. Now, the only time I skipped class, we would skip gym, a lot of us, and go play tennis on the courts because it was an opportunity to practice rather than whatever Mr. Lewis had us doing. And he saw us. We were in the car leaving the parking lot one day. I never skipped class in my life. And he just eyes us as he goes by. He goes like, "Bring me back a burger."
No, did he really?
Oh, yes, he did. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man?
That
yeah,
is
it's really funny. It's funny. But yeah, so yeah, that was Philly. That was Philly, and that song is from third grade.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, there was a girl named Rochelle. She was long, very dark, very wiry hair, as a black kid back in 65, 66, 67 might be. And we all made a circle around her and just started shouting, "Black Rochelle, Black Rochelle." And, we bullied her. And yeah, I'm glad I did. I got a song out of it. No, that's horrible. It just came to be. It just came to be that what a great opportunity to say something about something that happened in your past.
Yeah. And we're still when you're starting out, you kind of write about the low hanging fruit, your relationships, your parents, your siblings, the stuff that you're going through. And then as you get to be where we are, you start digging deeper back. You have to.
You bet. And yeah, I think what happens too, if I can blow both of our horns at the same time here, you get better at the writing. And when you get better at the writing, there are deeper truths that you can tell. I think you have more language, you have more tunage, you know far better what not to use.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that becomes very important to me. But could I have written this song 15 years ago? Maybe. It probably would have been more complex than it needed to be. I mean, this is a 5-chord song. It is country folk. There's nothing jazzy about it or anything. It's just it's Bill Withers meets John Prine meets I don't know who else, but it's just right in that sort of here's a story pocket. I don't need to prove to you what kind of musician I am. I'm proving you what a great musician I am by what I'm not doing. Right. And that's what I hit my students with that. I said, great, you sound great. You've got a lot of great going on. Now show us what you don't need to do.
Yeah. I always tell them that space is music. Don't forget that space is also music.
Right. You bet.
The stuff that you're not doing. That's right. You and I grew up in such different, areas of the country. You were in an urban area and, living in a fairly tough neighborhood. And I was up in northern Maine where I don't think we had a single black family in my town growing up. And, but when we met, it's just kind of like we had so much in common and so much shared love for stuff that we just hit it off.
Yeah, it was, I wanted to, there was so much that you were doing that I wanted to have myself wrapped around. You had this incredible way of telling a story. You're like a Tom Robbins with a guitar. Each one of the characters were like, man, I was like, this is what I want. And you were picking up a lot of the funkier things on guitar that I was doing and turning them into something else. And harmonically, I was probably doing stuff a little bit more flipped to the other side than you were.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was just a. And the other thing we can't forget, the other thing that did draw us together, I was poor at it. You went to college on a scholarship of it, but we did run some together.
We did. Yeah, we went
Yeah,
running.
we
You
just
played
like
tennis, so there you had an athletic side, and you know.
yeah, it was this. It was just this side. It was I go running with my partner Deborah, and she walks, and she's very
While you
long
run.
legged. She walks, and I run next to her.
Yeah.
And even at that, there are neighborhoods that we go through where people don't know us that they think her name is Wait Up because it's just funny, you know. I'm that guy, Ellis. I'm that guy that we used to make fun of. Like, dude, just walk. Stop swinging the arm. Just you're that fainting at right, like semi moving the legs, running thing. Just mother, you just walk, man. I'm that guy now.
That's classic.
I'm that man guy. Where is it? Where's my new knee brace? Here's my old knee brace.
Oh.
Hell, this is my old knee brace. I got a new knee brace. Here's my new knee brace. It came today, Ellis. Look
Nice.
at it.
Oh, fancy.
It even tells you where the damn knee is. Look at it. It's like, yo, Negro, put your knee right here. That's where the knee go. That's where the knee go, Negro. Yeah, I just came today. The box.
Oh shit, that's
I
funny.
swear, the box came in the mail. I said, I need a new knee brace.
Hey, I've got these great running shoes on right now. Actually, look at that.
What do you got? Who you got?
They're Hoka's, but they're great. They protect me from getting in. Oh,
Please.
yes.
Now, come on now.
Yes.
And you know what?
You
Ellis,
speaking my language.
You know what? The other shoe is a Hoka too. The other one's a
What a
Hoka.
coincidence.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
Hey man, will you do one more song for us before I let you go?
Yeah, man. Let me do a song.
I'll
This
get out of
song
the way.
this song is inspired by you. I have it in a special tuning. I had to I got it in a special tuning. And this song is called Anatomy of an Ellis Paul song. Let me make sure it's in tune here. Mm-hmm. That's just it. What? I gotta adjust this. There we go. Troubled woman, tenuous situation, city-based details and surroundings. Clever turn of phrase, preceding metaphor that only partially explains her predicament. Chorus. Hey. Description of former housing, lovers' housing made mode of transportation. Slightly comical depiction of hairstyle as affected by weather or vehicle speed. Clever turn of phrase, preceding metaphor that only partially explains her predicaments. Hey. Bridge something repeated at the top of a vocal range, only tangentially related to the narrative, trailing off, extra bar added, trailing off, trailing off. Peripherally illuminated revelation, reference to parentage, suggestion of resolution via potential departure. Clever turn of phrase, preceding metaphor that only partially explains her predicament. Hey, 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 hey.
I don't even know what to say.
Look, I'll tune it like you do, Ellis. Look, man, this isn't.
Oh, I love the Carrot Top stuff. That's good.
What? What?
You're pulling props out. I love that. Oh, that was so funny.
Oh my God!
I wish it wasn't so true, but
you're a genius, buddy. That's why I can make fun of you.
Well, I love you, man. Thanks so much for sharing some time. And
I want to thank everybody. I see a lot of names here I recognize and remember. Thank you for supporting both of us in every and anything we do. You folks seem to have not a whole lot of taste, but a whole lot of support. I really appreciate that. It's just thank you.
All right, I'll circle back with you after I'm done here, okay? And we'll catch up then.
All right, bud. Love you.
Love you. That's Vance. Oh, I mean, what can I say? That was absolutely. I mean, I had to brush the tears out of my eyes as I was watching. It was so funny. So great to have Vance here. We're going to transition to a couple more songs before we say goodnight. I'm going to play one more song from my new album. This is a listening video again. This is called Holy. Enjoy it.
Declan McLaren's been on his roof all night, staring at the lights of his town. The last train in Dublin has just taken flight. Through the snow he hears the whistle sound. He says it's holy, the sound of it's holy, holy to me. And if only I could take it to Dublin, I'd get your boat across the sea. His mother says, Christ, Declan, please, don't waste your prayers on a train. He says, watch me. Roosters are crowing, church bells have spoken. There's a steam train stretching down the tracks. And there's Declan McLaren running beside a freight car. He takes a hold, he ain't looking back. He says it's holy, the sound of it's holy, holy to me. And if only 'cause Peggy Young is waiting for me. She says don't risk your life on a train. Just watch me. It's April 11th at the Queenstown Docks. There's a foghorn calling across the waves. And there's Declan McLaren with a third-class ticket on the biggest ship that man's ever made. He says it's holy, the sound of it's holy, holy to me. And if only I could take it to New York, Peggy is waiting for me. His friends say, Christ, Declan, please, you're wasting your prayers on a dream. He says, watch me.
All right, that was Holy, guys, from the new album. I'm just going to do one more song here for you. I don't have a guest next week for the Traveling Medicine Show, but that'll be announced later on as we get a little bit closer to the show. I want to mention, I see that Donna White has done it, but Vance does his own live stream show on YouTube at 7:30 every Monday. Things start there at 7 o'clock to just sit and chat, and then he starts around 7:30. This is our closing song here. It's by my friend David Glazer. I wonder where you are tonight. I wonder if you're driving on a winding concrete river in a raft of glass and steel. The darkness interrupted by a lonely bright oasis, a full tank and a coffee in your bag behind the wheel. Long is the road that lies between us, and many are the days since you've been gone. May the angel on your shoulder guide you safely through the night, and may the concrete river bring you home. May the concrete river bring you home. Lovely to play for you and share one of my most important friendships with you guys tonight. It was a lot of fun. As always, don't forget to come out on Wednesday night. Join the fundraiser, join the Patreon page. I'm sending out the download of the album on Friday. Jump on board. I'm very, very proud of the record. Vance has also got his coming out, so we've shared his information as well. And thank you guys for supporting us. Sweet dreams. See you.